big play. They come up with the key interception here, one of two for them in the game. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the running back for the home team. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown. The Pats wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Jets quarterback hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Jets move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Monday Night Football.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the visiting Falcons. This side not able to get it done in their home opener, hoping for some better luck on the road here. Leading the opposing sideline, that's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys were winners in week 1 and you know. There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now is training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Back to the well again. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, King. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the better fault. He did all he could to fight to get that to the line. This defense keeps us swooning.
And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And that fair catch corrals and just...
On the jump.
In front. Vacates quickly left side. Going deep down left sideline. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. These things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands he got on the football.
He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. momentum along with a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious onslaught, serious onslaught. He just showed it off.
And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up second goal from the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown.
There we go.
The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we?
Stop.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he's stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll run now on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back sorry. We did not give you any chance.
Digging deep in the playbook here. This is third and 11. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to take him onto the cross midfield there at the opposing 45. Gain of 26 yards there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense is set. First and 10. In the red zone now. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown.
Back,
The
bitch.
Falcons now lead by 10.
Casey.
It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Go.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Going deep here for the end zone. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead off the turnover. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
Okay, now, it was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talked about.
No throws from his end zone. A quick slant shot by Washington. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're just going to play safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Headed out right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. Great work by the defense here, Carter. They helped force him to his opposite side. Made the throw that much tougher. First and 10 now from the 30. Not deterred by that thing. He's thrown again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Some relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He's got to push one deep down the right. Brought in inside the 20. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get a big play. Not throw the outside. That gets the job done.
And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out. Well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They are throwing it again. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been so good at drives and not paying off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yes, you're already committed to go for it on 4th. You've got one more.
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot 70.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game. Before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to be tested.
And that's on the deep shot. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, you like these results of first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That play will come by wide.
Brings it in. And we might be close to this lead going again. That play gives him a first and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, probably less so when it's targets you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-some years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, put this game pretty close to over. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. They'll send it up the middle. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on third and goal. He gets it again. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that fourth quarter lead.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. It's just been a difference maker.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons. This is first and 10. to the back. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's the handoff. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is
stop the run?
And they've been doing it.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they've really been smothered by that defense. On first down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Dive play straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Falcons nearing their first win of the season. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. On the move, headed right. And the call himself. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Flushed out to his left. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Buys time, rolling right to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the...
And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
I would, really in all phases, too. So I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. With Brock Hewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Green Bay.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the Falcons quarterback. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Falcons even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they host the New York Jets. And here's the Jets wideout. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Jets get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Saints get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it too. They get the road victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Don't remember trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Get they suit tucked back. I ain't even got $2. You roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands like about the bump. They ain't better bang you. Cause I bang on this ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl to cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. As why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, a look there at the Carolina head coach. His guys looking good early off to the 2-0 start. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Falcons. His guys come in on what he described as a strong week of practice. Ready? Here's our first carry for their running back. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6. On the jump. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Bill look to throw. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That one, take it in. Touchdown Atlanta. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball is going to go. And the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this.
Got it. Ready? It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Here we go. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Flush to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Let's go now. Gravity Lions. He'll drop to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Atlanta. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on 1st and goal. Back to the air. One more. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself in the spot, get his hands on the ball, and get a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead,
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this one. At the 39-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
it just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down. 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. Escaping the dangers. Throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Back to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26. It'll set up first and goal.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here we go. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Open space inside the 10. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's his second touchdown this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The third quarter begins with a run. Room up the sideline at the 45. 20, 15, and he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on the... They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now give on the ground. Into space. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Good looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly...
On the toss, they'll run. Breathing up past the 15. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 97 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goals. He got through the initial wave, and he is...
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Ready? Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to be running up around the 33.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Here's a run, going left. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
So, 37. Here's second down and 6. Here we go. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a toss play running left, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here we go. Now a handoff, running right.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns. That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and go. On the run to the right. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out to the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Right away, they'll set up the throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Come on. Six. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, you know the hit's coming. But guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Oh, it's a win here for the Falcons. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us, for Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Some big games to get to. We go to Atlanta. The Falcons at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And here's the Falcons running back. Back against the wall, they hand it to him. He's got some room, he has speed, and they're not going to catch him. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And this is the Patriots running back. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Patriots are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the LA Rams. And here's the Rams wideout. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Rams are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Yeah, come up now, it's an okay. I'm a real star, I need to call fake, I need to ready for it, running on my state. I'm finna give it a boom sound with my shit. She want to give you, she want to be straight. Come on to the house, like an Andre. I finna been on a death and date. If you might miss, baby, it's a mistake. I had 12 months, but I need it. You want to do it all right, that's too much to want. It's never been really going like the rest of them. She never did it, but that's done. Yeah, new house in it, then so far, away from me down in Brazil. Had to go play shit. Know they feel.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Englewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visitor's sideline, a look at the head coach of the Falcons. His team coming off a shutout victory last time out. Across from him, the Chargers head coach. Still trying to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Truly LUCIOUS there for the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Curtis James is on the road on the tackle. From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's in. Touchdown Atlanta. That his first touchdown this year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
As they try to run it here. And he's taken down for what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number two. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll throw out of the gun. Pushed out to his left. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling his quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting the chance.
Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Let's go now. They'll look to throw again. Headed left, buying time. Now he'll run it, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. 4th out left. He'll get this out wide. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That one good for 8 dozen. Very quick first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. To first half, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Going for a ball. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
Now, on 3rd and 10, they'll try and throw for it, and he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond gain of 5. And the Falcons first down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range. Here at the 29. Here we go. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a job in hustling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Throwing now from the gun. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone. Incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Rolling right. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring us second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. I'll pick up the 44 yards. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise for that.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense.
Here's a toss to the wide side. And a marking down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They'll try the right side this time. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain. They'll run into the left side now. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Now they'll run to the wide side of the field. Finding space at the 15. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Here's the chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run with that tight end. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Okay, ready? Ready? Now a run on first down. Angling to the sideline, inside 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
To the ground, a first down run. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This is about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks drives it through. And the Falcons will add to their lead here. It's a win here for the Falcons. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. So long, everybody.